Strč prs krz krk. Strč prs krz krk krz krk krz krk krz krk krz krk krz krz.
Hi everyone! My name is Mimi, and today I'm going to give you a crash course on the phonetics of Czech. Let's start with a brief overview of the language. Czech is a Western Slavic language spoken in the Czech Republic by around 10 million native speakers. Outside of the Czech Republic, the largest communities of speakers exist in neighboring countries like Slovakia and across the pond in the US. Czech is a fascinating language. It has 25 core consonant phonemes and 10 vowel phonemes, along with 3 diphthongs. Orthographically, it has 42 letters and uses the Latin alphabet. As you can see, diacritics are crucial to writing in Czech. Let's take a closer look. Here is a tier list made by Reddit user Zhou of the many Czech letters found using diacritics. All of these letters can be found in other languages, mostly other Slavic languages. Sorry, it seems like I've forgotten about one consonant. The most unique sound in the Czech language and a source of national pride and worldwide infamy, it's the R with a caron. Here's user Zhou's testimony about this sound. It's the one of them all, the best of the best, an easy S tier. This S tier sound is an alveolar, non-sonorant fricative trill. During articulation, the tongue is raised. This complicated sound is often the last one that Czech children learn and is extremely hard for L2 learners to master. Here are a few recordings of the sound in action. For example, in the name of the famous Czech composer whose Symphony No. 9 has been playing in the background.
Dvořák, dvořák.
This is a famous Czech tongue twister spoken by my speaker, Eliška, in her class.
Strč prs krz krk. Strč prs krz krk.
Thank you, Eliška. For the viewers at home, you're probably wondering how exactly this sound is produced. Well, there are many different tutorials online. Some draw very interesting comparisons, and others are a little too straightforward. Here is the most clear one that I found. You begin by rolling an R, and then close your teeth together while continuing the rolling of the R. It's still very difficult and can take years to get the right sound. It kind of sounds like a rattlesnake's rattle. Speaking of rattlesnakes, the word for rattlesnake in Czech is
chřestíš, chřestíš.
Check out that consonant cluster. Czech is famous for its consonant clusters, allowing up to 5 in a row. Here's the word for Thursday.
Čtvrtek. Čtvrtek.
Pretty cool, right? A general syllable structure looks like this in Czech, with up to 5 consonants at the onset and up to 3 in final position. Almost all words have a consonant in the initial position in Czech, and if they do not, then many speakers might even add a consonant sound at the onset. Syllabic sonorants, R and L, and sometimes M and N, can also function as the nucleus of Czech words. This means that the presence of a vowel is not necessary to form a syllable in Czech, giving rise to paragraphs like this. As we can see, consonants are integral to the Czech language. But we've spent enough time talking about them. Let's look at Czech vowels. Czech features 10 monophthong vowel phonemes. There are 5 long and 5 short because Czech uses a suprasegmental contrast of vowel duration. Listen to these pairs of words.
Pás. Pas. Letadlo. Létat. Učesat. Účes.
Czech has 2 levels of vowel duration, with the long vowel roughly twice as long as its shorter counterpart. Czech does not use any other suprasegmental features, like stress, to be contrastive. Instead, it more so indicates word boundaries. Czech is a syllable time language, where the primary lexical stress always falls on the first syllable of a word. Now, I want to go back to talking about consonants. Czech consonants exhibit several interesting allophonic variations. One notable pattern is devoicing in word final position, where voiced obstruents like B, D, G, V, and Z are pronounced as their voiceless counterparts, P, T, K, F, and S. This happens at the end of a word. For example, a word spelled with the final D will typically be pronounced with a T sound. While we're on the topic of voiced versus voiceless stops, Czech acoustically makes this distinction through the phase of the VOT. Negative VOTs indicate pre-voicing, which are designated as voiced. Voiceless stops in Czech have very, very small positive VOTs. Unlike in English, these voiceless stops are largely unaspirated. Let's look at the waveform and spectrogram for the bilabial plosives B and P. Here is the Czech word meaning balloon, spoken by our speaker, Eliška.
Balón. Balón.
As you can see, there is pre-voicing that is highlighted here. The VOT is around negative 0.07 seconds. Now, let's look at the voiceless plosive P in the Czech word meaning heel.
Pata. Pata.
Here we can see that voicing occurs after the release of the closure. While the VOT is a positive value, it is fairly small at 0.02 seconds. These are the distinctions that Czech makes between voiced and voiceless stops. Czech is an incredible language, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about all of its amazing features. Thank you!